Ooh, it's a few minutes. Pause this.
Bora, né? Começou. Espero que apareça alguém. Não anunciei, não tô anunciando direito.
Escutando o outro streaming aqui. Bora. Hello everyone. Now this time I'm speaking in English, trying to put together what I'm doing here. Let me see what I have here. This one. Open. Recent file. This is a new Houdini. So we try the personal projects Houdini. Air tubes. This is my okay. This one had to build. It's trying to build. Actually, trying to fix this circuit curve. So the two should create an expression to create get the first point here, and then reproject. But I think that's not the best approach. So I'm gonna try to fix this area here to like always make sure that the curve it's hit it, like it's connect to the scalp, right? So later on it can create a sweep node like this, and let me this like a create a sweep node and create some tubes, for example, random tubes like this, and then you just connect your my tube. It's not finished yet, but in the end you're gonna have something like this. So let me turn off. So it extracted the guides for you, so you can select the center guides, the middle guides, and the external guides, or all together. And I'm gonna add another option because you see that the guides are very organized, and my intention is add another option that you're gonna add like random curves inside, so you can like do whatever you want as long as you have the tubes. So if the tubes need to have like UVs, doesn't need to be perfect, as long as the base is here and the top is here, and you can position it anywhere as long as you have this UV straight like this, it'll be fine. So for example, the sweep node here, this one is like I import from Maya. It's the same with a transform, a different UV, and then this one is a sweep node directly in Houdini. So you see the UVs are completely different, but it's like the base is here, the top is here. So I put all together, the UVs are overlapping, doesn't matter. So in the end, it's just going to give you this. At the same time, it transfers the UVs. So my intention is give you something like this. Let me show you. I have another exercise here. Transfer UV to hair. Yeah, I think that's the one. So in the end, you can do something is kind of very difficult to do in Maya. So I have like a please ignore this, the shape, but the thing is, if you have a hair, let's see, I can show the textures. My intention is like when you have the hair, so I don't see the texture. Light. Okay, let me try to see the camera. Oh yeah, in this case I'm trying to use Arnold, so you don't see, but let me see if I can show the color. Material. 1 sec. Material. Yes. Okay, standard surface. Here. Yeah, I have this zebra texture here. It's this. Show you. Sometimes I have trouble to visualize the textures, but that's the texture I'm trying to apply in the hair, which is the same in the sphere. So like if I put yeah, if I yes, since I have the material, you see. Not seeing the should be able to see the textures. I don't know why it's not visualizing, but technically I have this sure why. Let's try to render this. There we go. Render. What it does is just using the ray node and transfer the UVs from the sphere to the hair, so it's kind of matching, like 1 to 1. But this is not a projection; it's like a transfer UV. So if you simulate this, it is gonna keep all the same. So you can move the object. So you see here the object's in a different position, but it keeps the same. So if I like trying to move this guy here, yeah, that's the one. I put like a transform here and try to like. It's not moving the hair at the same time. Yeah, I need to connect this guy here. So if now if I move, it sticks. It's not moving. Right. Yes, now it's moving. So if I move and like rotate this guy, yeah. I don't know, 10 or 10 like this. It's more drastically, yeah. some completely different rotation and try to render again. I'll save a snapshot, render. You see the UV is still working. So it's not projection. So in Maya is almost in XGen you can't do that. So it's a nice thing you can do in Houdini. So my tool, the tool I want to do is like I'm gonna apply tubes. I'm gonna transfer the UVs from the tubes. So you have good UVs, can paint the texture in the tubes and transfer everything to your hair. So it can be very precise texture, very different workflow from Maya. So that's what I want to do. Besides that, they're gonna use like planes as well. Doesn't matter the topology. So you can create guides from like if you have like a card hair from any game model, you can like extract the guides from the cards. So you can use like this one. I was watching the tutorial from in the CG circuit. It's called Happy Hair Gen. You can search there, and it's very good tutorial. Like it teaches how to build this tool. So what I want to do is I'm not like coding person, so I'm gonna like mixing all the tools I have in only one. So I can like do like which one is the newest? July, this one. So I can open this guy here. So you guys will know what it does. So we have this hair. So I'm gonna show you how it look like. What's the proxy? I think that's the guy. Yes, that's the guy. So as you can see, there's like a lot of cards, and the topology like all triangles, not good topology, very crazy thing. So this tool is very nice because it only reads the UVs. So in the end, it's like blasted. This the head. This one is the hair. So if you notice, this is the UVs for each card. So same thing, like base in the base, top in the top. So technically you plug this guide node here, and you automatically give you this without doing anything. Just the UVs. The only thing you need is the UVs. This is what you get in the tutorial. So I'm not going to teach this because you have to buy the tutorial to learn. So basically, just gonna dive inside to show what it does like really quick. So they have the guide generator. So something I'm changing now is like how many steps you slice the geo. So it means how many points you're gonna have for each, how many curves you want. So if I reduce the stuff, yeah, it's like how precise is the curve, like how much definition you have in the curve. So let me see here, the add node. Yeah. So you see the points here, kind of hard to see, but at the moment I has 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 points. So if I slide, 5 points. So if I want to increase the resolution for more detail, you can increase that. You have to go whatever you want. So if you add more, gonna be more a lot of like noise in the curve because of is coming from the nearest point in the point distribution. So here you can change that. I'm gonna expose this parameter, and another thing, how many curves it will create. So that's the thing, like if I change the amount here, you can create one curve for each each card. So if I put output here, you're gonna cook. So very nice. So it's, as you can see here, very simple. If I try to increase this, like 4, cook again, and you add more curves for you. So this tool is very, very cool, very powerful. There's some missing cards here, that's why it's bald. So this one is the one I want to try to add in my tool. So you see there's a, if you see here, let me put a new here so you can visualize what's coming from this guy. So this is the scalp, right? So I'm gonna template this. So if you just template like this wireframe, so what it does is like you look into the root points and see, you make sure it's touching the scalp. So it's like so if you see, if I bypass, let's see, let's see it here. So yeah, oh, it's like, yeah, I think it's here, just the, yes. So if you look at here, the guide, if I bypass this, try just why is not, I think it's the switch node. Yeah, it does, like you can see without some guides, you see that the scalp is here, these guides are not touching, so you make sure it's all touching, even though the ones are underneath the scalp. So it makes sure that like it cuts and it connects. So it's really cool too. So the guides will be always perfect for your hair. So it's a very cool tutorial. Like I can show you. Where is it? CG Circuit.com. So you go to tutorials, browse tutorials. Because here, I really like this website because sometimes they're very cheap stuff. So I like Houdini muscles, a lot of stuff about Houdini. Mathematical stuff, procedural modeling, rigging. There's all that cool stuff. So for those who don't know this, so you put happy hair generation, this one here. Yep. That's the one now. It's very cheap.
Welcome to Rapid Hair Create. Then we will look into
So yeah, it shows you
a lighting everything in Mantra.
How to create all the hair procedurally with only cards. So it's really, really cool. Yeah, totally worth the price. I would strongly recommend this. So that's why I built this. So if you look at the files, they're almost the same. So the only thing I change is this, because the root points, and I create like those channels to have more control of how the resolution, the amount of curves. So yeah, it's really cool. So my intention is put all together with my tubes. And so if you have cards, tubes, doesn't matter the topology, as long as you have UVs, you're gonna have the perfect guides for you to generate your hair like procedurally. So it's gonna be very cool tool, and I'll put available for you guys very soon. So let's go back to my tool. So this 88 is done. So the thing I want to do it is just like, yeah, I think I can use this. So guide curve fix, let me see. Go to tube 6. I already created the let's do a test here. Guide. Oh, I have to republish my, and every time I need to. Oh, that's not cool. So one quick tip, if you guys want to know, like, is how to import another one who define inside another. You can use this option here, merge. So can like go to my, yeah, put here Jim, this guy here. So accept. It technically brings all the files. So that's my file. Yep. And this one is the happy here to, yeah. So I can bring Control C here, Control V, done. So rather than, let me do a quick test here. Do I have a sphere? Let's see how it connects. Yes, second input. Okay. So don't need this anymore. Go back to my tool. Template this guy. Yeah, looks like nothing's happening. I need to figure out volume, EDB, it's cooking. So very dense EDB. Something could expose, like I'm gonna put 2 to be where it's, so it's gonna cook very faster actually. So that's my guide. Last. I think this is working. Sort. Yes. Merge. Okay. And nice. Remove. I think because I use a Bezier curve here, so I have to rebuild this curve because it's a Bezier curve. If I put polygon, yeah. So the thing is, like, I need to resample. Try this. So yes, now it's 0. The resample, it works like if you increase, is it like a subdivision? So I'm gonna increase that. I think that's enough. So if I come back to my tool, I don't know why it's not updating, but yeah, it should update now. Interesting, it's not. They still. I think a curve. There was a curve convert. Okay. Yes. Curve view. I'll rebuild all the. Yes. Okay. Let's see. It's funny because here window cache. Here all close. No. Bypass. I put a resample here. Resample. Stay here. Let me try something. X. Okay. Resample. Yeah, I put here, I think solve the problem. So now if I push sort, merge, yes, add again, because he's rebuilding the curve. So now I think it should work. Yes. Okay, crossing. So that's my old curve. It's the new curve. So again, the switch. Yes, but look like it's too much. I don't know if because it's a very low resolution. Let's see the sphere here. Start doing 15 and 20. Let's reset this. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna put like a subdivision just to 3. See how it works. So switch. Don't know why. It's too far away. Oh, sorry. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, but I think what's the problem here? Let's check again. See, that's why I need to test all the time. I think the problem is the array node. Let's complain about something. What's going on? Collision primitive. It's complaining. I put another array node here to test. shouldn't complain. Yeah, you could do like that, but you see it moves by a lot, you know. Moves like to the closest, you go to minimum distance, you can compare everything. So change the scale, and you can like do maximum distance, and you select the point like this. So it works for much more simple, you know. It moves the point, but depends of the resolution. If you have like a problem, you have to think about all the scenarios, right? So you have like a resample, you have like more, yeah, you see it's already giving problems because like the resolution here has increased. So you need to make sure that the points are enough, that's it per se. So that's the thing. No use, like you can use the Raynaud and try to fix by hand, but like when you have like thousands of curves, it would be a nightmare. So that's why you're kind of doing this. So it's blasting attribute promote on a surface. So in this case, what it does, like it creates an attribute surface based on the volume here, and use this as a mask to blast the curve. That's what it does. So that's it. That's why I found the problem, I guess. So let's see. I think the resolution of the that's it. All right. So I think the resolution of the volume here is too big. You see, it's cutting. So if I do like 0.01, no, 0.001, where it was. It's still not there. Come on. Need to investigate this. Yeah, it's taking too long to cook. Press ask. Crash my Houdini. And that's it. Okay, canceling. It's taking too long to cancel. Let's see. Come on. I think it's broken. Yes, nice. Okay, back to it. Let's increase again. I guess that's maximum distance. It's not working. It's not that. Oh, collision group. Oh, I get it. It's because it's asking for a group here. So I need to first create a group in the geo. Yes. And you select the primitives. Ah, é. Oh, valeu. Eu não sei quem é. Tá pelo nickname aí. Quem que tá falando no chat? Obrigado por participar. É que eu gosto dos desafios aqui de corrigir os problemas. Isso é bem legal mesmo. Ó, primeiro eu vou fazer o grupo aqui, né? Então eu vou fazer um. Grupo aqui, inclusive, a gente pode desabilitar que eu vou fazer bem rápido. Em vez de ser um grupo assim, selecionar aqui, você pode selecionar também, tá? Mas eu vou. Ah, vou continuar, mano. Ó, Patrick! Da hora, mano. Obrigado, velho. Obrigado por participar. Sim. Vou continuar, cara. Tô tentando fazer assim, a segunda, essa primeira da semana, tô tentando fazer em inglês, porque tem gente aqui, os amigos aqui que falam inglês, que não falam português, estavam perguntando, então eu tô fazendo. Mas assim, pode participar também na de segunda, tá? Eu respondo em português também. Mas eu vou fazer segunda, terça aí no Brasil e quinta aí no Brasil. Terça e quinta no Brasil, às 6 horas da tarde. Tá? Se quiser participar, continuar participando. Mas obrigado pela força, mano. Então, aqui o grupo tem um negócio legalzinho, então, que eu quero fazer bem rápido. Eu quero pegar só a parte de cima aqui dessa esfera. Eu vou dar um binormal. E aí eu ponho aqui 1, põe 0 aqui, que eu quero em Y. E aí spread angle, a gente... pronto. Esse é o meu scalp aqui. E esse grupo eu tenho que dar o nome do que ele está pedindo aqui, ó. No meu array, esse collision group. É assim, tentar, né? Então, tem que tentar. Ó, esse collision group, eu acho que agora, aí, ó, funcionou. Agora sim, sem o grupo, ele não funciona. Com o grupo, funciona. Então sempre tem que ter um grupo do scalp aqui pra gente ir nessa tool. Eu acho, deixa eu ver, seria legal não precisar, né? Deixa eu só desligar isso aqui por enquanto. Deixa eu dar um Ctrl X aqui. Porque assim, né? Pra quê? Não precisa. Eu vou arrancar esse grupo. Aí não precisa. Ela funciona perfeitamente, não importa a resolução. Então, se pegar a subdivisão aqui e desativar, também funciona, tá vendo? Então, aqui fica esse nodezinho aqui, já é para corrigir o guide. Então, não importa onde você põe a curva, você dá um enter aqui na minha curve tool e tentar... Ela pode estar aqui, ó. Deixa eu Ctrl Z, ESC. Vamos lá. Eu vou botar o wireframe aqui pra gente ver. Então aqui é a minha curva, certo? E aqui tá minha curva. Não sei se dá pra ver, mas aqui é a curva corrigida, aqui é a minha curva que eu acabei de fazer. Então se eu pegar aqui agora e alterar essa curva, não interessa, eu posso fazer super mal feito, vamos falar? Não recomendo. Sempre a gente tenta fazer bem feito, mas é... Oh, sorry guys, I'm speaking English again. But yeah, the thing is, when you have the curve, now it doesn't matter where you point the curve. If you import from their software, for example, you do your curves inside ZBrush, import here, they're not touching perfectly the surface. This tool should fix this problem. So you can now I can move this curve. So middle mouse, you can drag. So if you see, it doesn't matter where I put the curve is always touching the surface. So if I do, see, if I try move this, press enter, it should be always in the correct position, which is cool. It's very cool. So that's the beauty of Houdini. So now I'm gonna add internally, I'm gonna add this to this. And another thing I'm going to try to do to randomize is another tutorial I found really useful for you guys if you want to try to build your own hair tubes. You can try to find this. And try to watch this.
Let's continue.
This tutorial here. Let me see if I can find.
O que é possível fazer com isso?
I'm just trying to find project surface spider web. One second. A lot of solar stuff here. So there's I'm trying to find here. A sec. Rebel Way. On Rebel Way. So I go to the Rebel Way YouTube channel. They have a lot of free tutorials as well. Very good. So this is the one. So this one, the guy is showing like how to do tubes. You know, it's more kind of more efficient than mine actually. So it shows how to do. In the end, you have like a very advanced. You can do curly hair very easily. He create like tubes on tubes. It's really cool. So you can control how curly, anything like that. It worth watch. So that's one thing I'm gonna implement in my tools. Be like this workflow as well. And the last thing, just to finish up really quick, I was thinking about, yeah, and the last thing was the Rhino to transfer the textures from the tubes into your hair. So yeah, that's the main thing. What else I could show you guys? Yeah, I think that's it for today. Gonna keep work on this because it's kind of boring. But yeah, hope you guys like the tip. Oh yeah, just want to dive inside the things I did. Just really quick, one last thing. How I did this. It's a lot of code, you can see. It's like there's some stuff, very advanced code. But the main thing, I don't know how to code. I know I have very basic knowledge of like Python and Vex, but what I did here is like using ChatGPT to help me to build this code. So all this kind of code here is like ChatGPT. I have to give the credit. So I never be able to do this by myself. So not sure it's like very how good this code is, but it's working. So you like, you know, the thing is about ChatGPT, guys, if you want to learn, especially if you want to learn, Houdini is a very good tool. So it's like you can use to ask any questions, like, you know, have any questions about Houdini or any 3D workflows, just ask Houdini, give you the answer straight away. So it's very useful. So this guy, for example, I built the workflow in my head. So what I need to do, like I have a tube. So I need to extract the first column, the first curve. So then extract the first ring. Is this? So I could add like create this. and I move to the UV, from the UV to the actual shape. So this one, what it does, like, I will show you. First of all, it transforms the GU. This thing is like, moves the actual shape into the UV in 3D. So it's converting, it's like it sees the UV, make the object look like exactly like the UVs. So this one is like moving to the center of the scene. So the base is touching the center. So that's what I did. And I'm making sure the normals are correct. So the bounding box here is like, is a function. It sees like where's the base, where's the top, and extracting the base is, you see the color like red is the base, green is the top. So I can like change the color, just for visualization purposes. So here, and extracting the first column and the first ring. He understands, oh, this is the base. He knows the base is here, so it's extract the first line here, and he knows the sequence. So when I add the curve, he creates the curve in the ring, and so put it back in the shape. So it's the base. So it's transferring the attributes. So all the primitives, UVs, or whatever you have in in your tube is going to transfer to these curves. So actually this thing is already doing what I said, like if you paint the textures, it should work in your guides now. So, and here, extracting the center point of each ring. So I can create a center curve here based on each ring. So if I do this, is extracting the curve here. Same thing, add a color to visualize. So I already have like the center curve for it. So I have the center guide extracting the main guide for the tube. And here what it's doing is like, ignore this because some tests. So yeah, this one is like creating the extra points in each circle. So if I change here, it gives you more or less points. So it's doing the same for each circle here, each ring. Here, don't remember some PT. Oh, I have this space here. Remove PT num. Ah, yeah, because the problem here was because I had like, this was repeating the first point. Where's the first? Yeah, you see here. There's 2 points here, the first and the last. You should remove it and reorganize. Something's happening here still. Yeah. Okay, oh, and it's deleting the first because I already have the points from the circle, so I just need the points inside. Now, it's like creating ID based on the PT number, the PT num. So PT num is the number of each point. So ID is the number I use to create, to match. So the one here will be always the same in the next one. So 0 should match the same 0 here, here, here. So when you add the curve, it's going to connect everything properly, like that. So yes. So I put the color again, so I can like see what's going on. So center, there are curves. So yeah, this one is the center curve. This one's inner curves. So in this one, to be another different way. I was trying to make it more random, but it didn't work, so I'm gonna ignore this. So the rest is like this one is just extracting to extract the outside curves, just like create this column extraction. So extract all the columns, right? The vertical lines. So create add node to rebuild the curves. Put it back to the shape. And here I'm deleting the first one because it was repeating, it was overlapping, the first and the last. And finally here I put all together. So we have everything outside. So I put so you can see the first one. This is merge. So it's always everything together. Oh no. Oh yeah. I think that's the last one. So yeah. Anyways, here each build is like what I should see. Like it's the first, so it's flagging it. So if I go to switch, should see, yeah. I don't know why I'm visualizing the point. So yeah, I think I break the door. I broke the door. So let's see. That's a bug solution, but yeah, that's what it does. So always ChatGPT, guys. And expression, just select the base points so I can go, because I was thinking about doing the same as here. You know, I can select this guy here, but apparently I don't need, so this tool is very good. So I'm gonna put it all together and do that tutorial to do the randomize stuff inside this guy and put with this, and I'll have my tube room tool ready. So I hope I'll publish this very soon. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for those who showed up. And yeah,